Blizzard, dalawang normal niya pala.
Wow!
Eto na si Tres, mga oy, na sinasabi natin, Maring Asuray.
Nice
Yung
Mark Road.
initiation, meron na. Ng SLU, tingnan natin makakabawi sila habang dito sa taas.
Wow!
Nagkakanormalan ng Ninja at ang Bavarian, mga kaibigan. O,
They're gonna teleport in the arrow.
eto na araw na dito siyang mga kaibigan, si Nautilus nagtipid na dito. Eto na, tingnan natin. Oh,
Wow,
absolute zero
steal.
got cancel.
Hi guys, we are back here at League of Legends Collegiate League. Of course, that's summer term for you guys. With me, of course, the shoutcaster, that will be GS Alpha, and with me is Atlas. So Atlas, and guys, of course, you're watching there. You have watched the game one, Outlaws versus
Choi Warriors.
yes.
They
So
ended
Choi
with
Warriors.
actually
What happened to that one? Can you give me a brief recap of what happened a while ago?
Yeah, at first everything was kind of even, but once Choi Warriors got that lead, they kept pushing it. Outlaws was just outmaneuvered for the entire game, and you can see the results of that game here, the kills and the scores. And you can see Choi Warriors, of course, with a massive lead in terms of kills.
Wow.
Ains is a sad 80 carry right here, 0-6 and 3, but yeah, I think it has a lot to do with how they played with the objective there, failing to get there properly. So it's very hard for Outlaws to actually win that game after Choi Warriors got the lead, and actually someone won the
Oh yeah,
postseason.
the potion win.
This is funny. The winner is Diego Daniel Soleivar.
Oh, it's Jago. So
You won an
congratulations.
Earthcast, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Pinasabi
guys.
ni Shinbu na dapat hindi ka na pwede manalo.
But yeah, guys,
But
it's
yeah,
the winner.
congratulations.
So you have seen the winner for today. We are going into the match 2.
Yeah,
So
match
that will
two.
be University of Iloilo,
Mhm,
Salvax and Nari
which,
versus
Warriors, Capital State University
yes,
Warriors.
that's CSU for you guys. So right now, we are looking on the draft. This is a quick
that's
draft.
Really, really quick draft here. Looking at the bans, Malphite, Gangplank, Tucson Fate, those are very strange bans. Most likely they are respect bans.
Yes.
But they're not, because the top lane is a star for Warriors.
Yes. So right now, of course, you are seeing the drafting phase. That's Malphite, Twisted Fate, and Gangplank versus. I mean, that's the ban for you
Yeah.
For the Salvaxinari.
As for Warriors
for
side, it's
Warriors, that will be
Lissandra,
Lissandra,
Vayne,
Vayne,
and Hari.
and yeah.
These are such
Ari.
strange bans for patch 6.12 and considering the meta, so I'm pretty sure these might be respect bans, or they just
Yes.
really don't like dealing with these kinds of champions. But you see this draft is going very, very quickly, like
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like as
sponsor
fast
there.
as smart
Very,
right
very,
now.
very
They are doing
fast.
it really, really
But
smart.
looking really quick at the composition so far, it seems pretty standard.
Yes.
Their bans may not be standard, but their picks definitely are.
Yes, indeed, they are really looking great.
Wait, no. Graves in the top lane.
Yes, it's quite not as popular as it can be, but of course the damage and the tankiness that can be brought over the top lane. But of course right now you are seeing the buff on the Triforce. We are seeing different champion pool on the top lane. I think this is not the best that you can have.
But it's definitely one good thing to have another 80 carry in the game, I guess.
Well, another damage
But
strat.
yeah,
But you have
a
too
lot,
much
a little
damage
more
from that
options.
Victor and Jin. So I was thinking that, oh, are you playing with
Wait,
our
what?
feelings right now? Rek'Sai top lane. So you
Oh,
want tunnels
damn.
all over the top
Okay,
lane.
so it's actually a top lane Rek'Sai. Very strange pick because the utility she brings
Yes.
from the jungle is so good. The map pressure from her tunnels, the ganks with the unburrow, and the Tremor Sense has so much
This
use.
is quite
It's
interesting.
very interesting.
Especially that you are facing a Swain top lane. That's fierce. So you
You're
know,
a
Fierce
melee
is one of
champion.
Fierce is one of the the Warriors key players that need to be watched out. So I'm thinking that Rek'Sai might get wrecked I'm worried about this pick.
Yeah, but you do know that the Salvaxinari's top laner, which is Korasu, I
Yes,
believe,
of
is
course.
actually
Also,
one of their stars. So this is our
Yes.
matchup to watch for this game. The top lane of the Salvaxinari
yes, and of
and
course,
Warriors.
oh,
You can
right
also
now,
can't ignore Karasu. Which
yeah,
is
Karasu is also playing that Jin, who has
Jhin.
the, of course, the damage.
very interesting champion there.
Yes.
Lots of fun. You can see he's very immobile. It's fun to see him dance around the battlefield.
Like,
And
it's
Karasu
very-
is one of their star players as well, so it's very interesting to see.
You can also see that Tsunami. So basically, that's carrying an Ignite, and on the other side,
They
you
want
can
to be
see,
very aggressive.
Kobe on that exhaust. So I think they wanted to negate the fourth bullet, but of course, Salvaxinari wants to early engages this one. Of course, that's
Definitely.
misfortune.
You
need
really have to
start
focus
the
on
fight.
that bot lane for here,
Yes.
especially if one of your more power players is that AD carry. But a lot of people don't doubt the power of the
Yes.
Naris, the Salvaxinari. I think it's Latin for Wildcats. So
Yes.
the the team of University of Iloilo definitely needs to get their head in the game.
Yes, they need to be wild. to
They're all
finish
in this together.
Oh, hi.
But
Okay.
yeah.
So, of course, guys, it's not about their analysis. Just post your analysis and put on the hashtags. What will be the hashtags, Atlas?
Hashtag LCL 2016 Vis 8, I believe. Yes.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
you can just go ahead, post it on your Facebook wall, and of course, share the link with you guys, and have some brainstorming. Who is going to win at this game 2 of League of Legends Collegiate
Yeah.
League? And of course, yeah, for your prediction, man, looking at the drafting, both draft, who do you think has the advantage, or of course, the mitigation or the results of this fight?
Salvaxinari has a very, very weird draft here. Everything else is standard, but the Graves and Rek'Sai being there switched around is quite weird to me. Because, yes, Graves deals a lot of damage from the jungle, but that's not the meta for the junglers right now. You want someone control like Elise, which, well, here for the camera's
Okay.
perspective, the Warriors did pick up that Queen of the Jungle,
so
and they
the-
can't match that if they have a Graves. I don't think it's quite as strong, and the Swain is gonna be fun to watch. It's
Yes.
been rising in popularity lately, and it's gonna be great. As for the teams themselves, though, Salvaxinari last split, the spring split, was actually the
Yes.
first runner-up. They did lose against Profilers of the Unknown,
Yes.
but being that first runner-up or second place is definitely a testament to their power. But composition-wise, I really like Warriors draft a lot more.
Yes, of course. As upon seeing it also, I think I prefer the Warriors on this
Yes.
drafting. But of course, let's not forget that Salvaxinari is one of those first runner-up player or teams.
Teams from last split.
Yes,
so they're
so
definitely a
basically you have-
power team.
Yes, you have the respect, but knowing even though you are new to this scene, still having that kind of draft on the Warrior side, Misfortune, Elise, you have those powerhouse carries, you have the Jonathan Protect, you have the Swain, which is really really good right now. So I'm really thinking that Warriors, if they're going to play it like a first runner-up plays coming from SG or Salvaxinari, there's a chance that they can match this up.
Yeah, because seeing this kind of draft from such a new team, because the Warriors are, yes, one of the newest teams in the
Yes.
LCL. I think it's a good path for them. It's a good
Yeah.
path for them to start their drafts like this. On the side of SG or Vaxinari,
Yes, and
it
of
might be
course-
a little hard for the top laners and the jungles here. But look here, Karasu actually has that, I think, level 7 mastery on that
Oh,
Rek'Sai,
wow.
so he probably uses that a lot, practices that a lot, so he might be very, very comfortable
But
in that pick
I'm really curious, how are you going to use Rek'Sai on
against
the top lane?
against a Swain.
Yeah, so
I mean, she is a bruiser. She has the capabilities of being a fighter.
yes.
However, she has a lot of trouble with that Swain. Yes, you do have the tunnel to gap close, but after
Yes.
that, what? You're decrepified. You're gonna be the target of a never move.
Yes.
It's quite hard to
What
bring
I'm
out the
thinking
damage.
is that he's going to opt for a Sunfire or a Dead Man's Plate. I mean, Sunfire or Tiamat early for the wave clear that he can use against the Swain. And then he can go ahead and use his ult, Void Rush, on the bot lane for some ganks or on the mid lane. Then you can go ahead and teleport back. Just to
Teleport
farm.
back to the top lane.
Yes, you can
Shen
match.
style, actually.
Yes, Shen style actually. Or you can use the teleport or the Void Rush since Void Rush
Yeah.
has a really low cooldown.
Yeah, unlike the Stand United of Shen,
Yes.
you can do that in whatever order. Void Rush and then teleport back, or
Yes.
teleport and then Void Rush back. What's
Yes.
more likely is you teleport first and then Void Rush back,
Yes,
because you'll have
because you
tunnels
have
in
your
your
tunnels.
own lane.
Yes.
However, as for the itemization, it's going to be very hard for this Rek'Sai to survive the onslaught
Well,
from the
yeah,
Swain
I
if he
think
does not
also-
pick up early magic resist from, say,
Hex Drinker?
Hex
Might be
Drinker.
possible.
Actually might be a possible pickup since
Early.
Rek'Sai doesn't get a lot of utility from Spirit Visage. Of course, she has his natural healing from being
Yes.
burrowed and rage at the same time. However, it's not a lot. It's not reliable, at least in the lane.
Yes, indeed. So, what I'm really thinking right now is
It's not a
this
sponsor.
team's... Yeah, it's not a sponsor. So yeah, what I'm really thinking right now is that you have that Jin,
Mm.
you have that Nami, and this is a misfortune in Janna. So it is quite conservative for the supports, but you have those aggressive AD carries that can really poke you away.
Yeah, a lot
Or-
of damage.
Yeah,
I-
you have those damage, you have Deadly Flourish, you have the Bouncing Grenade, you have the Make It Rain, you have the key from Misfortune.
And you have the bullet time
Yeah.
as well. So these two teams have very, very similar win conditions, which is to run over the opposing team with your tons of damage.
Yeah, well, yeah, basically that's good. And
So we have loaded onto the
are-
Rift, actually.
Yes.
Let's look at this. So far, actually still the same. No lines of scrimmage, but Warriors, actually, surprisingly, do have a mild line of scrimmage plus their wards in the river. So this is real good coming from the new team. Okay, roll call from the Colegio de la Purisma's Concepcion. Oh, no. That's the team Salvaxinari for on the blue team here. On the top lane, there's Korosu. On that Rek'Sai for the jungler, there is Main. On that Graves for the mid laner, there is Emir. On that Victor for the bot lane duo, there is Karasu. On that Jin, and Blaze on that Nami.
And yes, indeed, that's University of Iloilo for you guys, Salvaxinari. And on the side, on the red side, we are seeing Capiz State University Warriors. On the top lane, that CSU Fierce, a player to watch out. From that Swain on the jungle, CSU Ghoul on that Elise. On the mid lane, you can see CSU Yento on that Karma. And on the bot lane, Marksman AD carry, CSU Alak on that Misfortune. And on the bot lane, that will be CSU Cafe on that Janna.
So really early on, they actually opt for a lane swap, which is very.
Wow, this is
I
quite
mean,
new.
it's not strange because it is a very effective way of playing the game. But you have to consider, what are you trading off? You're trading control for Dragon, and that goes to Warriors.
Well,
Looking at the compositions, though, the matchup, say Jin, Nami versus MF and Janna, I think it's a very skill-based matchup. It's quite equal in terms of power from the support and the AD carry, so I don't see the point of this lane swap coming from the University of Iloilo Salvaxinari,
I'm thinking
SG.
that they want to negate the power from that Swain.
The
Because he
Swain.
was really annoying, so they really wanted to bully him out, avoid too much farming, but of course, they are trading in.
A lot of
a lot
control
of
around
control
that
on
dragon.
Yes, indeed.
It is the Ocean Drake, which will be quite useful. It's not as effective as a Mountain Drake or Infernal Drake for both of these team compositions. However, it is that objective. So maybe they did see that and say, the Ocean Drake isn't worth our attention. Let's just switch it up and
Yes, indeed.
let Korosu
And-
have his own way in the bot lane.
What I really love about this Karasu changing lane, but oh wait, here we go on the side that Elise flash on the cocoon and going in, but wasn't able to hit the deadly flourish, was able to lock him down and burning ignite. There's a teleport coming in and a very good bubble into the trouble, but here comes John as well, Kofe joining the fight. Here comes the fray as well, and Jin goes down in the hands of Fierce. Wow, but wait, hold on that thought. We are not going to stop. They are continuously going in, and you can see Korosu eating alive that ghoul. Oh my, a very good teleport play into the tunnel.
And the end, I believe that is a 1-for-1 and 1 kill for each top laner in this game. So both Fierce and Korosu will be enjoying that extra gold. Fierce did get first blood, so there's another 100 for him. But it looks like Coffee will actually stay here in the top lane along with Yento. So
Very
So
good
he's-
play
yeah,
for those
very good.
teams. It was a good call. It was a too bad goal flash into the cocoon.
Yeah, it was a quite messy fight overall. Seeing how the teleport
You
was
see that humongous minion, but still you started the fight. I was like thinking what Ghoul was thinking that on that play.
Yeah, the teleport there was pretty spot on. Yeah, the Yento teleporting up there for the support was great. Fierce almost dying, but of course gets that first blood
Yes.
kill. But the follow-up after that, the flanks coming from the rest of SG was quite good there. But in the end, overall, if you're looking at it objectively, it's quite sloppy of a fight.
Yes, I think the advantage goes in the hands of CSU since they had the more assists in their line compared on the other side. It's
Actually,
only got
yeah.
only 1 assist and 1 kill, unlike the other one would be a 1 kill and for a 3 assist. So it was
No, the lead goes to Warriors. They did get the 3 assists,
CSU.
yes.
Yeah, CSU.
Yeah.
Warriors.
We'll call them Warriors for now because that's easier to
Yes.
pronounce. That's 2 syllables. And if you're a college student, you definitely know the value of being efficient with your time and your saliva.
Of course, having the team name Warriors, you are
Ooh.
really proud of having that name. And right now, you can see the movement of this three-man CSU Warriors.
The lanes have actually normalized.
Yes,
You
it
see,
was
there's no
reset.
more lane swap. They did not go for the 3 or 4-man push in each of the first-tier turrets. And I think that's a good call coming from SG, because that gives them a little bit more control in the Dragon if ever they do go for it. And it's it's pretty sure that having that lane swap was quite difficult because of the attention that was being given to the top lane.
Yes, but I think yes, this is the Salvaxionary pick on the bot lane. It really bullied out Alak and Kofi. Since of course you have the even flow, you have the fourth bullet, you have the zoning from Aqua Prison. So I think that's the advantage of having that Jin Nami combo on the bot lane.
Yeah, and there's so much, and it's actually quite perfect setup. Now, the ebb and flow plus the 4 bullet, the Tide Caller's Blessing, which is 3 charges of extra damage and a slow, setting you up for that one final bullet from Jin. 4 is
Yes,
death.
you have also that movement speed
And the
when you get
movement speed,
waterized
plus the
by
Aqua
Nami.
Prison on the
Yes.
side of...
Ooh, we
well,
are
fight
seeing a
coming top lane.
rotation on the top lane, but of course, Main wasn't able to complete that one. But on the side, we can see a failed tunnel, wasn't able to reach Fierce on the side, but both teams will disengage, seeing each other, saying hi and goodbye.
A lot of missed spells there. Never move, not connecting. The
Tunnel.
web, not connecting. The tunnel and burrow, not connecting. So in the end, both teams just apply pressure on each other in the top lane. Bot lane is being quite ignored here, but you see, Alak is already level 6 while Karasu is just level 4. That's a huge
Yes.
advantage for the Capital State University Warriors.
And yes, that will turn the tides of the bullying on the bot lane. Even though CSU Warriors has been bullied, you can see the the script score minion, the minion score in the hands
he's
of
actually
Alak is really
3
Yes.
minion waves behind. Alak really
And you can see also
milking this advantage.
what Atlas told us a while ago that Karasu will have a hard time on farming on the top lane. So you're seeing his minion score right now, which is
quite low.
ahead compared to Fierce. Because he was left alone, it was quite late. when the fight started.
Fierce really had a little bit of trouble being focused there in the top lane, allowing
Yes.
Karasu to get that little lead. He was
able to connect, but here
look at
comes the
the
teleport
damage.
stepping up into the trap, but a very good cocoon. But right now you can see the borrow into the tunnel and a very good unborrow for the airborne. And right now they are going hard and going in on the
they're-
side main as well. A very good trap into that one, and Deadly Push was able to hit, and a very good collateral damage to finish. Ghoul away.
and you can see the spectator fixing his settings. Now there are
and
names.
Right now, Fierce in the middle of the fight, chasing in and going in. Yento as well as present, but here comes Victor with the death ray into the Chaos Storm. This is a big disaster for both teams, but we are going into that fight, going swing, going hard, and they are completely disengaging without any casualties.
Except for Karasu, and
I mean,
these
that's the
LCL
first
games,
casualty,
these
man.
LCL games are always so explosive, but the team fights, they're not the cleanest. that was definitely a sloppy, overextended fight.
Once
Um,
again, teleport
yeah.
place has been dropped.
And SG was playing with fire there, having all of their members slow. Emir walking down to the river, not opting to use his teleport. Dishes out the Chaos Storm, but there's no one else from SG to follow up, and that put them in a pretty dangerous situation after that.
Well, yeah, that's the point. That's why I told him that this is a disaster for both teams. Because
Mhm.
upon using Chaos Storm, it didn't reach the rightful one, and they still continue playing with fire, and eventually they just keep on.
If
burning
ever one
resources.
team got the full win from that fight, though, it would have been an easy Ocean Drake.
Yes,
But
indeed.
if there will be a fight in other lanes here in the next minute or so, SG will have the advantage. Emir still has his own teleport compared to Yento and Fierce, so there's no teleport advantage there. Ooh, aggressive.
Also going hard and going in once again to Fierce, but Ult was able to drop in the never move as well. But here comes on the side goal movement, and here comes Main, has been cocooned and goes to that. Very good damage. Teleport has been dropped on the side. Ghoul and Yento is present on this battle. You can see also Emir using his teleport. But once again, no casualty for both teams.
Yeah, that was quite a strange teleport from Emir, wasting it actually. No
Wow,
go get.
here
Ooh.
comes the tidal wave, and the curtain call has been used. A very good Aqua Prison to keep them both, but right now, Blaze was able to kill Ala, and Coffee is running for her life, but a Deadly Flourish can lock her down, but that's on cooldown, so basically, no catch on that Jana, but a very good kill to Ala.
I have the Storm saving his hide there from the ebb and flow, and good blocking actually from Coffee to
Yes,
the shots there, but eventually
Blaze was
Blaze
ahead.
was ahead, able to wet him down.
Yes, they are really doing their,
If you do consider it though, that was a good play from Coffee, even though Alex still died, because that means Karasu didn't get the kill himself. It was the support that got it, Blaze.
Yes.
So I don't know if that was what was going on in his head, but you know, it's good to think about it that way.
Yeah, it's a little complementary.
It's complementary players.
Yes.
But so far the game is quite ahead in terms in SG side. They have a 1k gold lead at 11 minutes.
Right
But look at
now,
here.
you can see Main going hard to Ghoul, and Ghoul was able to drop the cocoon into that little Spidey, but no one's going to get another kill.
A lot
The
of
pressure
pings.
is around, and right now
People are actually rotating to this mid lane here after
they
that
want
little
this.
invasion.
They want this kill, and Yento as well. The duo of the bot lane was able
Oh.
to rotate on the mid lane, but still no one pulled the trigger.
Returning to the bot lane farming. Actually, Alak is there first. Karasu had to recall after that, so that means in this early wave, Alak has the push advantage here.
And you can see right now that Karasu has his Tiamat, as I've told you, Sunfire or Tiamat. But since it was rotated on top lane, it was against this Magic, and right now a very good borrow, instant borrow once again, but this will be a tower dive since he has first no mana. And you can see a very good Cocoon, and Yento on the side. Ymir was able to finish both of them. Wow, 2 for 1.
That was a very dangerous game to play there from Ghoul and Yento, because you know, chasing main Graves is very difficult considering the
And you can see all on that one. Atlas, a fight on the bot lane. Bullet time has been proc, but this will be a double teleport. Karasu cutting off the team, but right now Fierce as well. It bubble into the trouble with the full mana with his ult generating, but he was able to finish. But a 1-for-1 trade on that one. Karasu still going to save his life. A very good exhaust into the last hit from Alak. Aqua Prison was a bit late, but that was a kill for Warriors.
In the end, there's a kill there, but I don't know why Alak is not using Misfortune's passive.
And he's not really using
He's not attacking two different targets, because if you spread out your shots between two targets,
Yes, but right now you can see also Ghoul for a return kill. This will be a return
keeping
kill,
up?
but right now he wants to give it to Yento, but wasn't able to finish it. Wow.
wow, that's a lot of mistakes coming from these two teams actually. Here comes main.
And right now, end of line has been popped, and a very good Monsoon to push them away, and Alak was able to survive on that gank.
I think collateral damage would have been enough there, but opted not to go for it.
Because I think because of the
Eye of the
Monsoon.
Storm. I think even with the Eye of the Storm,
Yeah.
the shield coming from John, it would have been enough. The Eye of the Storm pushes him off, but collateral damage has a long range
But this
for
is
that
a messy
damage.
fight right now. Like,
A lot of
what
messy
happened on the
fights
mid
coming.
lane? I was thinking that why didn't even bother to kill?
Yeah, because I think if he kept going for it in spider form, he will have the time to cool down to go for the spider bite there,
Yes.
finishing him
And
off, because it
use
does
Rappel,
go
Rappel as well.
Rappel
but,
to
you know,
reset tower aggro, give it to Yento. It's
Yento
very
uses
strange that they
the,
didn't go for it completely.
Yes, just used for the
Cool.
snare, wasn't able to use the mantra inner flame or the inner flame itself to finish the kill. I'm not really sure why, but that was quite messy.
It's quite fun to see the skill names for Karma, since they actually do change when she gets mantra.
Yes.
The inner flame becomes soul flare. Ooh, bad
Right
spot there.
Here comes another fight on the side, and Yentao with that very good snare to Kurosu. Kurosu goes down in the hands of Fierce, and they are chasing and going in, and here comes the Chaos Storm chasing down, but no return kill in the hands of Salvoxy. Nari, another good score from the Warriors, taking down the key player of SG, Kurosu.
And at this point, the lead is still quite close. Less than, well, a little over 1K, no, a little less than 1K goal deficit here coming from the Warriors. And Kurosu, earlier, that was quite dangerous positioning there, and it cost him his life.
Wow, Soul Flare.
Soul Flare combined with the with the damage coming from the Elise, plus, you know, Fierce with that Swain magic damage, plus sustain, always live, never die.
This is quite bad kill distribution. I mean, this is bad for SG, but right now, very good flash into the snare, and right now, Yentao finishes Emir under the turret.
Finishing the job from earlier, and that's what you need
Wow.
for these mid lane tower dives. If you're gonna dive, go for it. And Yento just goes straight in under tower range and finishes off Emir. 1v1.
Now, Aqua Prison wasn't able to hit, but here comes the tidal wave. It has been used. Deadly Flourish was able to hit. As Zephyr has been used to Blaze. And Blaze chasing in.
Blaze
It's
another
okay.
kill.
You can see on top side as well. But right now, chasing it on the bot lane. Coffee running for her life. And here comes the curtain call in front of the turret. Wasn't able to hit any bullet. And the last one was able to finish Coffee. A really good play from Karasu, Kreisu on that Jin.
Wow, just
But that was 3 bullets.
crazy. Yeah, that was pretty good from Coffee until the part where he failed to
Blaze
bluff.
needs to,
Yeah, he
you
was
know,
trying to bluff the sidestep, but
But it
in the
had
end,
the Aqua
Kreisu wasn't
Prison.
having it. Sorry, it's not Karasu, it's Kreisu.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And Blaze with a very good Aqua Prison to secure the kill, you know.
Yeah,
Catch
that
the
really
fourth bullet.
sealed the deal there. And the fourth bullet, I believe, is bigger from Jin. But Alak is losing a lot of his potential DPS as a misfortune. He's not switching between 2 targets during fights. He's just focusing on one, and that's not how you use her passive.
Yes. You want to split the damage since you have that bullet time
Yeah.
to finalize all the kill.
And even because if you're spreading the auto attacks between 2 targets, the passive is enough to make up for the damage you lose by just attacking 1 target.
Yes.
You get that a ton of extra damage that scales off with your AD. And you have what? The Serrated Dirk, the Doran's Blade and the Cull, the Caulfield's Warhammer, and the BF Sword. That's huge bonus damage, and I think that's
Yes.
more than enough to make up for auto attacking 2 targets.
Well, I
So
really
Alak,
yeah.
really, if this MF pick was their plan, it's really questionable
Yes.
now, seeing how he's using the passive here. Double.
Right now, we are seeing movements on the side of Warriors. I think they're going for the Dragon, or they're going to cut in out this main. And right now, collateral damage has been used. A very good never move. Plus the Cocoon finishes the kill, but they are not going to stop. Ken Yento forces Emir to flash out.
And a lot of pings coming onto the Dragon. Main is out. The Dragon is spawning. This is the Ocean
Wow,
Dragon.
very good
Boom.
flash into the Cocoon, followed up by a very good tidal wave to disengage, but the bullet time wasn't able to reach them. I mean, was able to kill or to finish them.
Free, almost free Dragon for SG here. Kreisu will try and steal that, but no chance here.
Here comes the Curtain Call,
Yeah.
trying to steal, but a very good body block from Fierce.
Yeah, Fierce is a little too tanky, and this gives regeneration to the Warriors. And seeing that bullet time earlier, the finish off Blaze, that was quite strange from Alak. I'm really questioning this pick from Alak here, since
Yes. like,
using
you
that
can just
huge
walk-
team fight potential
Yeah.
damage
You
to
just go
finish
ahead
off the
and walk
support is
in
quite
to finish
weird.
the support. It was cut in already. It
Yeah,
was
the rest of the
knocked
team was
down.
already there to finish him off, so that was highly unnecessary. Loses a lot of that team fight damage. Cross.
You can see a
Oh,
double.
no.
Oh, never moved, but it was secured the turret. Karasu going in for the run. No tunnels, but he can see another speed highway on that one. Yes, he
Yeah.
was able to save himself with a pack on turret on his pocket.
It does waste the teleport cooldown though. So now it. Ooh.
You can see Yento being Chaos Stormed on the side, but teleport has been proc. Main end of the line with the collateral
Oh.
damage. No damage, not enough. And yes, he
Barely
was
misses
able
that.
to catch up with that sliver of health.
But that
Wow.
does spend the teleport from Fierce. So now Emir is the one with the teleport control. SG, the
But
one
they
with the
are-
teleport control, I mean.
But Warriors is really around the map. They are really pulling this trigger aggressively against Alvoctinari.
Definitely. And I think that's a good way to play around this. Because so far, every single kill, I believe, from this game has come from substandard positioning from one member of the team. And that just allows the rest of the attacking team to pick off the rest of the members, and that's
Yes.
quite strange. You see Main's positioning earlier, you see Karasu putting himself in a lot of dangerous spots. So this, if Warriors will win this, the game's pretty much even.
Yes, and
If,
take note.
if they will go for
Warriors,
that,
they're-
they have to take advantage of the positioning. With
This-
Karasu though,
wow.
split pushing.
split push coming
Definitely
from
go.
his right
Look
side.
at his build. It's not tanky at all. Just the Titanic Hydra plus going for, I believe that's a static Shiv. Wow.
Wow, he
Really going
was
for that split
opting
push.
For that split push, and Main getting caught with that Soul Flare with a very
Look
good
at-
dose of damage from
Just-
Yentao.
Just eats the jungle camps out. Doesn't even need smite. So he's a real jungler, boys.
Yes, very good
Hmm.
jungler.
Main actually taking the blue buff. Will he? No, actually we'll give it to Emir.
Here, yes, and you can see another turret equalizes the turret from the hand of Warriors. 2 for 2 on that turret trades.
Hmm. So far though, Fierce has been a big boon to Warriors, but the rest of the team has not been following up quite as well. Let's see what develops further in this game.
And you can see, of course, that Alak and Coffee on the top lane. So what I'm thinking is that they want to, push the top lane, but you can see the trade-off on the bot lane.
And they actually
Trace
leave
him
it behind, I
during the kill, and
believe.
Tidal Wave has been used to Yentao. Magnetic Field has been dropped, or the Gravity Field, but you can see the lasers around with that Chaos Storm, but no damage to finish it. And Yentao on the re-engage with that very good Soul Flare, but Karasu on the side, a very good Deadly Flourish, wasn't able to lock down someone, but the curtain call, here we go. And you can see the third bullet
snipe.
finishing that one, and the fourth bullet was able to snipe them to go back away with a low health. A very good collateral damage into the curtain call combo.
Yeah, actually. Lots of bullets there.
Wow.
Oh!
Flashing in with that bouncing grenade. Fourth bullet. Plus
Aggressive.
Deadly Flourish.
And actually, they put Karasu in the top lane there to continue to push and deter any further damage in their turret.
And bullet
but
time
bullet
has
time
been
is-
used on the side.
you're
Very good
alone.
Aqua Prison.
Oh, you're not.
And right now you can see Coffee on the side and a
not.
very good Make It Rain. Elise Gold going in, biting the spiders. Spider webs all over, and is he going to drop the cocoon? But the Aqua Prison was able to catch away with that.
That was definitely a dangerous position to be in from Alak. Bullet timing from the flank.
Yes, and
However,
he was
I thought he was alone.
open.
But then the rest of Warriors was there to back him up. And I believe there were two options for SG there. Either to collapse immediately onto Alak,
Yes.
or just
Just
not
finish the
even
turret.
stay there. Just
Yeah.
run back. There's no reason to be there unless you're looking to
Can't
actually get a
really
pick.
finish the third, but this is a very, very bold Baron call. Taking it.
They have a lot of ways to tank it and
And
regenerate
here
damage.
comes Karasu with a Victory Man airborne, and very good collateral damage
God.
finishes that one. And Karasu securing the dragon, and Ghoul on the side on the Baron pit. Not enough to save himself. Yentao drops the magnetic field. Is there any other option for you to escape? Yentao, you're the last one alive and going to take it by Emir.
Oh,
and
here comes our post-in win with a hashtag BRSteelUI and a hashtag LCLViz8. And don't forget to put the link to the stream, esports.garena.ph/stream in your post. We will announce a winner later.
Later.
But That
And
was huge.
yes,
A very
going
risky
huge.
Baron play.
Karasu and main end of the line plus collateral damage.
So much instant
Absolute
burst there.
decimation in the hands of Salvaxi Nari, wiping out CSU, and right now they wanted this game. They want to finish it. As long as I'm concerned, you don't want to
Bullet
go
time
that
out.
hard or overstay. Bullet time has been dropped, gravity field into the tunnel away, and yes,
Yeah.
right
This
now,
time,
you
SG
are-
knows when to back off. After getting those 2 inhibitors, they have nothing else to get in the base of
Yes.
Warriors, so they back
have
off. And
that
actually, they have the dragon
dragon.
spawning, which is another which is a mountain dragon. The
And this might finalize the kill. I mean, the game, because you have another damage. You know,
yeah,
to
more
dish-
damage on the turrets.
Yes, more damage in the
So
turret.
this will be helpful for them. But
That's 2 inhibitors down, top on the mid, and you can move on the bot and just focus it all over.
in the blink of an eye,
Wow.
8K gold lead for SG there.
That was a really bad Baron call. Like, they still continued even though you can see Carasso in the movement from SG.
Yeah, they
Salvaxi
almost
Nari.
had it. They were really desperate to push that Baron. However, you know, CLG style, throw at Baron.
I think it's Dignitas.
Dignithrow
Dignitro.
and CLG, they're
CL
both
throw.
popular for their Baron throws. But yeah, that was very bad decision making from
And
Warriors there.
This Rek'Sai, Carasso is really
Oh
exceptional.
my god, look at that
He
item
has
build.
that Phantom Dancer plus the
Static
Static Shiv.
Shiv.
I'm not really sure how
Titanic
easily
Hydra.
he can burst someone, but he is going to.
He is going to definitely. If Warriors does not have the ability to peel, they have the Monsoon, they have the Shields of Defiance coming from Yento, they have the Spider Web, they have the Never Move. So many tools to deter Karasu from going anywhere near Alak. But it seems like they don't have. They just get bursted down by Main and the others, and Main and Ymir mostly, and with the Kresu to follow that up.
And a very good
And-
Cocoon was able to hit it, never moved the chain, but of course, not gonna catch that fish.
Yeah. So this is the final defense here in the bot lane. If they can't push off this, either the super minions will destroy their base, or it'll be a bad team fight.
Yes, they are so trying.
Alak really needs to step up, but
And they
ooh.
are going in. Here comes Fierce in the middle of the fight, in the middle of the gravity field, but Main on the side has been exhausted. A very good Borrow into the Unborrow on that one, and here we go, a curtain call. They are trying to finish everyone. A very good cleanup for University of Iloilo. Salvaxi Nari trying to take down the Nexus turrets. And yes, you can see an absolute decimation inside the base. That's a very good game. Well played in the side of Salvaxi Nari.
Wow.
Wow.
I did not expect that. Well, yeah, I did not expect that coming into this game. And as the game went on, it seemed like it was pretty even.
Yes.
Yeah, until that throw, the Baron throw. It is 23 minutes. I don't think the composition
Like-
was made specifically to counter it. I mean,
indeed.
you don't lose a lot of health because you have the Spiderlings, you have the lifesteal from the Swain ult. However, it takes you a very long time. That opened them up.
Like you can see they are really close on that game. They have those very good plays. You have this very good rotation, but upon having that Baron throw, you can see the gap that they can't bounce back anymore.
Yeah, that's 8K, and they just snowballed from
Like,
there. And I think a big
that-
part of that was how Alak was not using the MF correctly. The bullet times were not properly positioned. The the passive was not properly
Yes.
utilized. That's a lot of DPS burnt
Yes,
out.
indeed. I really do.
But-
You know,
so look at the
agree on
stats
that one,
here.
and yes, the stats, guys.
Mm. So you see that Karasu's build actually paid off. That split pushing and dueling Rek'Sai build with Titanic Hydra, Phantom Dancer, and Static Shiv is huge.
Wow.
And they weren't able to shut the
Wow.
Rek'Sai down. So
It was
Free reign.
all good teleport from Karasu.
and yeah,
And Fierce was keep on burning his teleport from nothing.
very sloppy
Wow.
for both teams in early game and
Yes.
mid game. But as that Baron throw happened,
It-
SG got their crap together and they cleanly finished off the game.
Yes,
But
quite
hold
smooth.
that thought, because we have a few shout-outs. Pauline Ruiz says, "Pa-picture daw with Atlas." That's me. It's a Rampage.
Wow.
Okay, so I was like, wait, me? Oh yeah, we'll have a picture with Alpha as well. And
Okay.
and this is the winner for our post-in win, Dan Rafael Figuereo. You win a Beast Hunter
Wow,
Tryndamere.
congratulations for having that Beast Hunter. Tryndamere, if you guys want to win more and more skins, you need to watch because we are moving into the game tree of this LCL. League of Legends Collegiate League, and of course, I am your shoutcaster, Dalby. Alpha, with me is
Atlas. And don't forget, this is brought to you by Smart.
Smart. Yeah, so I'll be seeing you, and we'll be seeing you in
seeing you.
game 3.
People say she needs a buff till they